All right, everybody, it is time for Mega Man Battle Network 2. It's time for us to start getting into the good games in this set. Today's been a bit of a weird news day between Tucker Carlson getting fired and Wizards of the Coast apparently calling the goddamn Pinkertons on somebody over their spoiling a card game set. Real fucked up, that latter one. But I'm sure that at least some people don't want to hear so much about that. Let's play some Vigigames. Also, this version of the opening menu song for this game, the first three are all basically the same piece of music, but slightly rearranged. I love how much more, like, absurdly hyped this one is with the orchestra hits, the shitty hand clap sound effects. I shouldn't call them shitty, come on. It's the GBA. We know that the GBA was not quite the SNES, but come on, I shouldn't be so mean. Either way, they definitely are kind of cheesy sounding, but yeah, this is the arena rock version of it, I guess. Let's start off a new game. Ooh, it's like a low-budget black hole theme. Words that we only have about half of at any given time here. Be punished, yeah, that's about all that needs to be said. I have no idea who is talking to who. I mean, I have an idea that it's supposed to be the leader of our villainous team here on one end of things, but I don't know who else. Of course, there's so much of this that's cut out, you know, to add an air of mystery or something, I don't know. But hey, it's the end of the semester for LAN, which means summer vacation, which means we won't get interrupted by certain things as much, I guess. I don't know. Oh, LAN. What'd you do? Switch the... What'd you do? Hack into the computer network and get yourself better grades? They're not going to improve your GPA just because you saved their lives. I think we know how that stuff works. Sure. Okay, later then. We'll figure this stuff all out on our own anyway. There's no classes during... Yeah, I'd sure like to hope so. That's part of the point, isn't it? It's sand, you silly person. Nice. You think? Yeah, okay. I think somebody's got something, like, stuck in their desk. Yeah, there we go. A panel grab in P. So, why don't we take a second to take a look at our folder, and there's a bunch of other stuff that we can take a look at in a minute. Compared to BN1, first of all, we have slots for 3 folders, which is pretty neat. I'm probably not going to use that feature too much, though. We start out, we got 5 cannons, we got our shotguns. We got V-guns this time in what is eventually going to be in addition to cross guns. I think we still have cross gun in this game. But yeah, it's just the two in a V formation. The FAT16 style file name abbreviations. Oh, hell yeah. Hey, how's it going, Iron Fury? Hope you're having a good day. And we got some more of the classics in here. Oh. Can I stop doing that? That'd be nice. The X-Panel series has been changed to Panel Out, which I think that helps a little bit, although X-Panel is more like, you know, the product name, right? It's going, well, could be worse, I think. And yeah, Steel has been changed to Area Grab. Of course, you probably figured that considering I just kept calling it Area Grab in BN1. And we've also got Attack Up chips, which are going to start proving to be increasingly important throughout the series. Because multi-hit attacks are going to start becoming the norm. And that's going to be where, like, all of our good times are going to come from, pretty much. And over here, our one chip in the pack, we've got a Panel Grab. This is basically just a much weaker version of Area Grab. Instead of stealing the whole column, it steals a single panel, the next one that is available in the row that you're standing in. Oh, it's a pretty interesting game series, but it can be a little tough to get into, so can't blame you. We're going to put that Panel Grab in there because even though it sounds like I kind of, you know, gave it a little bit of the old shellacking there, they're pretty useful, and in fact, you can still do some pretty nice stuff with them if you amass a good quantity of them. Well, neat, though. So, there's been a couple of folder changes, folder building changes, rather. First of all, we are limited to up to 5 copies of a single chip. I don't remember if I gave the best explanation in BN1, but we could have up to 10 copies of a single chip in our folder. And, yes, that is absurd, obviously, but yeah, 5 is a little more fair. We also have these MB numbers on there for megabytes, obviously. We will be unlocking the regular registration, I think it's just called chip registration function, and that lets you pick a chip out of your folder as long as you have enough memory for it to always draw as the first card of your deck. Basically, you can, yeah. And that is one of the best features in terms of smoothing out battling in this entire game. As far as busted shit that we can get, Lears, well, first of all, I do want to show off our freebies that we can grab, because, oh boy, we get 5 free chips, and let me tell you, this one, Gate SP, is pretty good. The other 4, the other 4 are so broken, I'm not going to use them. The other 4 are so broken that I'm going to show one off, and then I'm taking them out of the folder, because, oh my god, I can't believe they just give you this shit. Gate SP, though, I'm pretty sure is just a single linear shot. So, although it's 300 damage, I'm pretty sure it's 300 damage. That's not as disgusting as it sounds. It's mostly just, hey, they actually remembered to use this attack animation for something other than a single boss fight. Yeah, the Gospel chips. Holy shit, we should take a look at these. Actually, first, let's take a scroll down to Gate SP. Cannon of Another Dimension. 300 damage, yeah. I'm pretty sure this just hits the first thing in front of it. And 50 MB, I mean, okay, sure, that's perfectly fine for that. We don't really need escape chips anymore because we can escape through regular means, but also... Breath of Fire. So, the 4 elemental Gospel chips, as you can see here. First of all, 96 megs for good reason, and second of all, Xcode, which is shared with literally only Base version 3. Base gets his own chips that you can pick up through regular fighting him, and he has 3 versions in this game, which is quite the rarity. And I think maybe one other chip, because of course there is the infamous Darkness PA. But take a look at that 600 damage and elemental. God, wait till you see the fucking range on these, is all I can say. It's gonna be absolutely disgusting. Sick and wrong. Which is why we're putting them all in the folder, at least to show off until we, you know. After we show them off, they're gonna get, you know, we're gonna put real stuff back in, and we're not gonna cheese the game completely, we're not speedrunning. And if I was, I would have started over a long time ago. Other fun stuff. We don't get to actually see... I'm going to put them in the chip machine. I'm not going that far. So, another thing that we don't get to see any information about this yet, but sub-chips. Sub-chips were introduced in this. We kind of know what sub-chips are. Sub-chips are your on-the-field items, so... You know, the equivalent of healing items, repel, and perhaps most importantly, we have Lock Enemy, which is something that is going to be grossly expensive, but we're going to be abusing the shit out of it in order to make sure that we refight random encounter bosses. So, as far as I know, in terms of, like, library gates, those are all in the post-game. And I'm not 100% sure if these... Yeah, I don't think these count. I think these are basically secret chips. Yeah, you can see that they're not in our library whatsoever. So, yeah, sadly that doesn't give us a +5 to our library completion. But, I mean... it could be worse. Yeah. But let's go ahead and let's save our game, even though we don't really need to right now. And get on with things. Hey, our vacation hasn't started yet, plot. I love Guts, man. Fair enough, buddy. Whoopee! Yeah, and of course, this is where they teach you the basics of things. Oh, hey, we got an email. Oh boy, what's this? My CVS pharmacy receipt. I've been getting a bunch of those. Oh, okay, it said viruses became scarce after World 3 incident. So I guess, yeah, they were... The bad guys were just shitting out a bunch of them, and yeah. Why would I? Because free treasures. Oh, is Dex looking for us? Of course he was. Dex is always spoiling for a fight. My audio is faster than the game's visual. Yes, I'm still on a really shitty capture unit. I haven't gotten anything that doesn't have as much of a video delay on it. I need to do something about that. As long as there's not, like, horrifying audio desync between the game and the other thing, because at that point, whew, that would just be intolerable. Intolerable? I almost said intolerable. Alright, Dex, what do you got for us? Want to do some surfing afterwards, huh? Okay, so at least we're 1 for 2. I'll take 50%, and I gotta make a note, like, to go look for some sort of other capture device that is not as delayed. Like, even if it's just a cheap piece of shit as, like, a holdover until one day I can find something good, because LOL ripped that MyComSoft card. Yeah, forget about the expense, which obviously is a thing, but, like, you know, I'm sure that if cost was, you know, again, since cost is an issue, rather, I guess, you know, I could probably finagle getting anyone who would send me any sort of anything as, like, birthday gifts to just be like, hey, yeah, let's pool this. I do at least have some generous people surrounding me in my life once in a while, and, but regardless of that, more to the point, you know, forget about, oh, yeah, I'll put that as a, you know, yeah, you know, anybody to, but yeah, regardless of that, the bigger problem seems to be, where the fuck is it? Donation goal, yeah, Jesus, I wish I had, I kind of wish I had, like, a, I'm gonna sound so bad saying this, I wish I had a sugar daddy for a viewer. I wish I knew people who had money. Unfortunately, I don't seem to attract them very easily. Maybe it's because I keep calling rich people cunts. Sorry, where are we? Oh, 1 Everybody's excited for vacation. You all know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna say words that'll get me canceled. Is what I'm gonna do. Around the world cruise, yeah. Boats scare me a little bit. Wait a sec, aren't they like going between grades? Yeah, I guess, you know, sometimes they'll have homework that's due on the first day of class. I had to deal with that shit a surprising amount when I was in high school. So, I used to be real smart. And it's kind of fucked up that my brain just doesn't work anymore. So I lived in the Chicagoland area when I was a kid. And I went to a gifted school starting from like 4th grade. Like at first they put me in a public school and they're like, oh, well, this child knows a lot. Let's break their spirits, which, okay, not literally. That's not actually what it was, but it was like, hey, yeah, I don't think you're being challenged enough in this school when I I had just gotten into some shit because I couldn't use a calculator. And they're like, yeah, we'll test you for a gifted school, and they tested me for a gifted school, and I got accepted, and I, you know, from grades 4 to 8, I was in a gifted, you know, grade school, middle school, and then I went to a pretty advanced high school, which, Northside College Prep. I don't know if Northside College Preparatory High School still exists in Chicago, because you can tell how much school spirit I've had. But that was kind of like the top dog high school in the Chicago area at the time, and I ended up getting accepted to that. Not like as shatteringly as some people. I think it was like on a score of a maximum of 1,000, you needed somewhere above 800 or something, and I had over 800, but it was definitely not over 900, which a lot of my other classmates had that. I wasn't a good student, regardless of how intelligent I was or was not. But, yeah, I definitely remember that, like, every year they would have classes that are like, oh, hey, make sure that you do this homework and you study up for... Listen, the first week of class is for getting your ass back, you know, getting you back in the mental state of being educated. I appreciate the idea that, like, summer brain drain is kind of a thing, but I think that we just would need massive schooling reform in general to actually deal with it, and just being like, oh, hey, make sure you do some homework over your summer vacation is just gonna piss kids off. I love how Dex and Land are just immediately like, oh, this is gonna be a terrible time with the report cards. At least in theory, they're not just presenting them straight to everybody, like, you know, making a show out of it. Mega Man, don't. Do you need to needle him more? The answer is yes. Hey, we know how to video games. Should really do your homework. Yeah, no. Come on. That stuff's fake. Afternoon ablutions. God, listen to you. Are you implying that Land doesn't bathe? I mean, we don't see, like, a shower or anything in his home, so... Then again, as far as we know, everybody else has, like, one room. Hey, at least this kid is, like, really, really chill about that shit. That's good. Oh, yeah, and I swear a lot more than I used to when I was younger. Who would have thunk? The new square on the net. Or they're looking for squares there. Wait, what? Squaresoft? Remember when they weren't part of Enix? I distinctly remember, like, specifically looking out for Squaresoft games when I was very young. It's kind of odd to think about that I'm actually that old. It's like a city on the net for NetNavis. They must have really been making some forward strides in terms of all the personality stuff. Because otherwise, why would you guys have much of a concern, right? NetNavis aren't just robots anymore. Neat. Ooh, they got places for us to spend money. That means items. Can I jack in? No. Boo! I'm gonna have to come back to that later. Also, a much sunny... Well, I don't know about much sunnier sounding version of the hometown theme here. And yeah, that front area of the school, like out front of it, is just... We never see that again. Aw, Higsby's shop is closed. Boo! Closed temporarily for personal reasons. So he just writes his verbal tick at the end of it. What a goofus. On the other hand, now I just mentally am going to start picturing, you know, like before I was thinking of the just like he was trying to sound a little tough or something, but compared to nowadays, it's just like, oh, hey, that's his Mr. Mackey. Okay. Got kidnapped while I was writing it. Aw, that kid's got a different bug shot, huh? Oh, this guy is telling me where I live. Knowing who lives where is your job. Yeah? Fair enough. Ah, yes. Smartphones definitely make the world go round nowadays, huh? This kid's gigantic forehead. I'm impressed. Every time Alan talks about his forehead, that's about what I picture, but, I mean... Come on, he's not that forehead heavy. Jackie in, even old folks do it. Wait. Hey, check this guy out. Yeah. They got plenty of new sprites and everything in this game, so that helps spice up the variety of people around here. Yeah, it looks like it's just us. I mean, even look at this dude. You know, he's looking quite fashionable. I gotta give him credit. Although I don't know what he's doing here. What's the deal? Oh, you're here from Dengas. Did somebody did somebody let go? Problem with a gas appliance. I mean, listen, Oh, you're just lost. Okay. Very strange to just have this, this random generic NPC out here. Also, doghouse that we can jack into as usual, but not yet. They really are just kind of... Someone cut the cheese on these premises. Yeah, exactly. They are just railroading us into going and checking out this town square thing. Oh, don't tease us. She's going to keep baking until she makes a perfect one. She's just going absolutely nuts with the cheesecake making. Oh, hey, look! Cute little monkey. Looks a little bit like a very bootleg version of Data from Legends. Either our next party member or a villain. Yeah, that is absolutely true. It's okay, I'm pretty sure that dude is just generic. I mean, he's just wearing a suit. There's nothing special about him. I mean, he's got some, like, bell-bottom cuffs, but whatever. Drugs? Oh, hey, look at the duo poster over there. Oh, that. I ate it. I was real hungry. I was hoping you'd forgotten. Lan, do your damn homework, jeez. They actually do grade you on that shit because that's, like, all they care about is making sure that you obey them. You should apologize. I'm sorry, I apologize. Homework first. It's a good thing that our homework can be done on the interwebs, so that's cool. Oh, dude! I've never seen that! Holy shit, that is so much cooler than what we got in the States. Okay, so a little bit of background. These games, when they came out in Japan, they were all released on 8 megabyte cartridges for the GBA. Because Capcom wanted to make sure that they stayed cheap, and in Japan they scaled the cost of GBA cartridges according to memory size, I suppose. So when they imported them all to the States, they also had them all released on 8 megabyte cartridges. We did not do any of that price scaling stuff as far as I can tell. Like, I seem to recall every single GBA game selling for a flat $40 new at release. Like, even stuff that was on big cartridges like Chain of Memories or Pokemon games or anything like that. Well, a couple of the Pokemon games were more expensive because they had that Wi-Fi adapter. 1 second. Sorry, I had to belch. And so, for some reason, they localized all these games in 8 megabyte cartridges. So, a bunch of stuff was cut or modified. And so, the psychedelic jack-in sequence was severely stripped down for the US release of BN2. So that, I have never seen that, and that is so cool looking. Master Belch, yeah, now you know why that sound effect is !moon on Alan's channel. Oh boy, it's tutorial time. So, this is going to be handy because I'll get to show you some interface changes. But I'm also going to just mash through a lot of this, because we understand the basics of this stuff. Also, I really appreciate the new battle music in this game. This one is significantly better than in the other one. This sounds like you could actually be in some danger. So, the first big change here that you can see, first of all, we've only got 10 chip slots. Also, I kind of look like that they... To me, they sort of look like Ethernet ports a little bit because of the addition of the code tag down there, which is quite cute. And second of all, they just let you see the code at a glance, which is, like, just a massive quality of life feature that helps you discern things just a little bit faster, and sometimes that's really all you need. But otherwise, gameplay is pretty similar to what we've seen before. And in fact, like 90% of this tutorial is going to be identical. Like, they're literally showing us the area grab wide sword pattern. You know, remember this background being quite so eye-stabby? It might be a little bit harsher, just because of whatever funny graphical stuff they're doing. Actually, I'm going to turn the filter off for a short bit and see if that's... can I change the filter from here? No, but I can change the background, which I'm going to throw on a different one, because I forgot to earlier. Oh, yes, I can turn the filter off. All right. Let's see how that looks. And you can see a little bit more exact pixels. Again, this is a thing... I probably should just leave this on for most of the... Leave it off for most of the games now, because... On the one hand, yeah, the font is still gonna be a little bit funky because for some reason it's using a different. Yeah, this game, this collection does some very weird stuff. In short. Oh, there's already some advancements in the realm of modding for this game already. Unfortunately, I'm using the Switch version, so I'd have to get hold of, through various methods, PC version, but, you know, that'll certainly happen eventually. It's not Scrim, Leers. Come on. Yeah, this one can be a little harsh. Some of them will definitely be significantly less eye-stabby, so don't worry. I don't know why this first one is so like this, but it is. Alright. So, the changes to the add system are that instead of adding your thing for just one turn or until you select chips again, we now have a permanent +3 chip slots for the rest of the battle, but we did have to discard 3 cards in order to do this, which admittedly is generally going to be fine. In fact, starting at this point, we are going to probably, especially later in the game, we're going to get very much into a lot of strategies of discard junk to get our combos. Because there's going to be things that will really make that a lot easier for us. Oh boy, it's more spam. What's up, buddy? Yeah, everybody seems real excited about that. We've got... This is a... this area here is sort of like a teleporter hub. We'll be able to do more stuff with that later. Also, yes, I did not mention it earlier, but as you can see, they now show us enemy names properly, so I don't have to... I don't have to name a lot of that stuff. These games, they really missed out on the AVG, McAfee, Norton, etc. times. Oh, that's good. That's far funnier than I perhaps should find it, but here we are. Now, as usual, we want to go for our multi-deletes. So you can see we played that like a clown and we still got a 9. There are not visual notifications at this point yet to tell you if you got your double or your triple deletes, sadly. However, there's also not counterattacks yet, so I'm not going to try for those too hard, except for when I just start falling into the zone again. We'll see what happens. Also, that end lag on that V-Gun is way shorter than our heaters were in BN1. Yeah, counterattacks... Well, I mean, you can do them, but they don't stun. Full synchro doesn't exist, and bug frag farming that way is not a thing yet. Oh, look at that cute doggo on the sign. Yeah, 3 is when you get bug frags for countering, and then starting in 4 going forward is when you get full synchro and stuns for landing counterattacks. So we can also, tiny little QOL thing, we can hit R and we can scroll up and down while we have the chip visible in a shop. You know, it's the little things, really, that make you feel like they actually gave a shit about the game, right? Anyway, this shop is unimpressive. But it does have HP memories, so eventually we're going to have to buy those out. Also, spreader in, like, Q or something. That's right, the Z spread and O spread don't exist in this. I don't know if there's, like, Hyper Burst or whatever, which is the later multiple spreader PA, which does a decent chunk of damage real fast. QRS, okay. I'll try to, like, remember that. I'll forget, probably. Also, yes, here's a thing that I haven't properly shown off yet, because I haven't gotten hit yet. Because we're just fighting against the same scrub viruses that we did at the beginning of the last game. Damage persists in this game. As a consequence, also, most enemies deal significantly less damage in battle. Oh, shit. Here we go. I forget if this is front 2 rows only or the entire enemy field. But I think it's front, like, just that set. Yeah. But, yes, the gospel chips are absolutely disgusting. I'll take a free Zapring 1M. And yeah, as a consequence of that hilarious grossness, that's why we're not going to use them through the main game. Terribly sorry, although I will eventually show off the Dark Messiah PA once I have access to that, which is going to be like the end game, so don't wait up for it, is all I can say. Oh, the Shockwave is only 40 damage. Boo! I guess we'll throw this in here. That Panel Out 1 asterisk can actually be used for a lot of useful combos in this game. Because there's a lot of stuff starting now that's like, hey, you need holes in the ground in order to do it. Obviously, we don't have it yet, but it's one of those things that, like, hey, it sounds real dumb now, and believe me, it's going to sound even dumber later, but you'll actually not want to throw it away entirely. However, we certainly don't need it in our folder compared to that cross gun. Yeah, that's going to be better for us. Where'd I put it? Get that shit out of here. And see, there's our first of the bug frags. In this game, they are key items as opposed to like a regular currency. And you use those, you trade them to specific people, and you can get unique rewards. This, unsurprisingly, is subject to a duplicating glitch in this game. And believe you me, we are going to exploit the shit out of that. Once I am able to, because otherwise you can only get those things once per game. And a certain one of them, which may or may not be an attack plus 30 chip, is just positively disgusting in terms of utility. Yeah, so we go down to go to the square. We can go up, though, and see if there's anything fun going on over here real quick. Any green mystery datas yet? Nope, nothing. Is there anything under the bridge? Yes, there is. Hey! Always look underneath the layers in this game, because that's where the good stuff is hanging out. Always look at them couch cushions. Also, hey, we finally got hit, so now I'll actually be able to demonstrate the fact that, yes, our damage is persisting on the overworld. We're down at 90 HP. Oh, well, I mean... Listen, I could probably get along with half of the max HP that I have right now. At least for a little while. Hey, gang. We're late, man! Sorry, I tripped and fell. Don't look at me. Oh, come on. That homework took like 2 seconds. Yeah, let's go find out about this thing here. Later, we're not going that far. Also, this dude's got like a purple patch on the bridge of their nose. That's real strange. That's an odd choice of character design, but alright. Sometimes you just get in a horrible paint accident, you know? Yeah, so we can do that later. Short. Hey, roll. Ooh, so that's where the forums are going to be. Wow, I can't believe they're hosting something awful in my city. In Model Towns. Wait. Alright, what have you got for sale there, but we can't go around the counter to I like that they put that little bit of detail there. Just like, hey, go around, idiot. Cool. Alright, so we got Crossgun J, which meh. Wide Sword L, I think we're gonna want to pick these up. Recover 30 H, which, oh boy, I'm not a big fan of recovery chips to begin with, because we'll usually recover health through other means. But H, I don't think H is like gonna be our high quality code here. And Barrier B. If you've seen me do any other Battle Network stuff, you will know that barriers and other defensive things like that can be very valuable for moments when I just scrub out. So that might be something that I should pick up. Also, here's our sub-chip vendor. Mini Energy, that recovers 50 HP, which it's a good thing those things are cheap because that will soon become borderline worthless. Sneak Run, this is our Repel. Only 200 Zenny for one of those. That's pretty good. And Unlocker. These cost 4K no matter where you get them from, and there is a pretty decent chunk of stuff to unlock in the game. Those open the purple mystery datas that we see in a few places. And most of them will have some very high level or unique rewards. The Z license exam. What's up with this? Take the main exam if you have a Z license. Pass them. Yeah. Nice. We have to be Z grade or better to be able to actually get a real exam. Surf the net without losing to a virus and you pass. That's pretty simple. Okay, so we gotta go find a couple of chunks of data. And I think that once we go out in the square here, we've got some other warps to go to different floors here. Okay, no, this is back to the... Yeah, this is the shortcut. We don't have the gate key for that yet. Unfortunately, having Gate Man SP doesn't help us. Hey, buddy. Warp leads to Koto Square. Okay, so that is not going to be a useful thing for us right now. Gotcha. I think one of the datas that we need is over in this direction. Yeah, there it is. Just floating in the air like a little animated battle chip. You did it! Good job, good job, Megs. You solved a really easy thing. Right, I figured that you could actually, like, just no-clip through it, but it just sets the flags ahead. That sounds like some fun. And by fun, I mean absolute chaos. That, like, we jump ahead in the story. Also, these dudes are dropping real fast compared to what I remember they do in games this point in the series. Nice. Well, I appreciate that already. I'm like no expert in any sort of speedrun related stuff for this game, or really for any game, but especially not this one. Hooray! I remembered exactly where it came in. So I can get my 80 Zenny. For taking like 45 seconds for an enemy encounter. That's entirely fair. I don't usually do a lot of stuff with, like, walk through walls stuff in a lot of games. Especially not these ones, mostly because I remember, I think the time that I did do it, it had some weird layering funk, and, you know, how severely lost do you want to get? Although, yeah, you can absolutely find some crazy shit in some old games just through walking through walls. Whether that's because they hide the dev stuff back there, or just because of there's tiny little bits of the map that were not meant for consumers' eyes. Well, I screwed this up. And there's the V-gun I was waiting for. Heck. That is really odd, actually. That they just... Sometimes they do translate things that are just like... You would not expect them to. You'd either expect them to throw in a different filler text, or to have the... Or just have junk there or something, you know? That's kind of neat, though. There's definitely a couple other games that do stuff like that. I just can't necessarily think of what they are offhand. Where they translate text that you're like, I'm surprised you bothered to do that. I actually think that the other data that we're supposed to be looking for is right near where Land's PC is. Scram, buddy. A guard asterisk. So in this game, I may actually end up using guard a little bit here. I think in this game it has the counterattack shockwave if you guard properly. Also, I'm pretty sure that just like in BN1, you have a PA that uses your guard chip. I don't remember if it's actually Guts Shoot or not. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's a thing in this game still. Probably nowhere near as hilarious as Guts Shoot was in BN1, though. Good old BN1 Guts Shoot that did 500 damage. In a game where the highest health was 1,000. You can kill the final boss by having Gutsman throw you at him twice. Also, now I'm like, where the hell is this, thing that I was looking for earlier? That a C code? That's a C code. Alright, so I actually think I'm going to try using the Zeta Cannon PAs in this game. Because, and here's the because, if I recall correctly, starting in BN2, the Zeta Cannons are 3-hit attacks. So, like, every time you hit the button, you fire off 3 shots at once. I forget if that's something that was added later or if that was this game. We'll find out pretty soon, though. And by pretty soon, I mean probably in, like, a week after I've forgotten that I was going to show it off. Alright, let's do some guarding action. Yeah! That counterattack shockwave. Nice. So yeah, if you use your guard chips appropriately, those will be quite handy for you. I am not good at timing any of that stuff, so don't expect amazing results. But I'll at least try for an occasional bit of slickness here and there. You know, to show that I actually played these games when I was younger. I mean, we could always just do this. This is always funny. But no, we're doing this. No finger slips here. Not this time, anyway. What element do I usually wind up as? I'm pretty sure I get electric most of all. Electric or wood. I very rarely get fire. And unsurprisingly, considering the Aqua Charge Shot is, like, the best charge shot in the game, I don't get that a whole lot either. I'm gonna redo this, because I don't see where that other data is. It's not in Area 3, is it? Also, I wanted to see that again. In full, beautiful pixel vision. I don't know what that trophy is for. Is that for me, like, jacking in 100 times or something? I don't know. Oh, there it is. I did it dumb, and I just ignored that little bit that was off camera. You know what? I think that kind of scans for me, really. Oh, come on. There's no wind element in this game. There's plenty of wind-related chips, two of which are real good. But that's mostly for their use elsewhere. Oh, I see we're running into a thing, by the way. I'm not 100% sure what it is, just a thing. We'll see when we get there. Oh shit, Plastic Ellen is streaming now. What a time for me to be streaming, right? There we go. The mother computer, yeah. That's... Sadly, we're not going to get there today, but yeah, that's a fun dungeon. Excuse me. And by that, I mean, wow, Shadow Man's explosions do fire damage. So, you just roll wood sometimes, and you end up there in a grass stage, and he just absolutely lays you the fuck out in one hit. And it's real unfortunate. Wow, Shadow Man's tough, who would have guessed? Oh yeah, quick note. You cannot use the Asterisk code chips to, like, chain between chip codes like this. So right now I've got a choice between two cannons and a single 50 damage cannon, which in my case I'm going to take two regular cannons. And just use my hilariously 1 damage buster. That's a little weak even by Mega Man standards. I mean, I know that the lemons aren't really a whole lot of people's favorite weapon in that series, but come on. Maybe a little bit. The Zelda timeline is a strange one. I know that. Okay, so we got our data, so we can go and find that guy, and Yeah, I think this is all we need to do for this. Yeah, so we've got ourselves our funny little paper thing. Giving out presents. The chip selection system. Yes, this is it. This is the good times. Oh, we got new email. What do you got for us? Neat. So we can go and open up the weird block in front of Mail's computer. Custom CSS. Oh, boy. Oh, custom CSS. Custom style sheets. Oh, wrong button. Wait, how do we tag? Because that's where the select button usually is. Okay, it's ZR. Boo! Boo this man! We only have 4 megs to start with. Well, I think that's probably going to help us the most. Let's dislodge ourselves from everybody. Do we have, like, any cash? We got 2,400. We're only going to be able to buy 1 HP memory from either of these dudes anyway. Hell with it. Let's take the more expensive one. Ingration. Yeah, let's do some viruses busting. Oh, wait, no, that's a meme from BN4. Sorry. Yeah, we know how that stuff works. This area is blocked, obviously, still. That's right, we can't go over there just yet, even though the whole line of places over there can't really be accessed anyway. It was named by Wily. Well, I mean, Dr. Wily does exist in this game, too. Dr. Wily. Wait. That's a good question, Mega Man. Etc. Oop. Walk into the comically easy to dodge attack like a normal person. I don't know why I did that. I could have won that fight in so many smarter ways, and yet here we go. Just I should see if the shop has Cannon E. I think there's usually one that you can, like, buy pretty early. I might be thinking of a different game. Yeah, this shop doesn't have shit. What am I thinking? This is... Oh, no, that's Yai's Cube. Mail's Cube is further closer to us. Further closer, yes. Listen. Listen, Don't listen, actually. Don't listen to anything I have to say. I just say words because, like, I feel like I'm about to start saying something useful, and then I just don't. And I end up saying something silly like further closer. Passcodes for everyone. Oh, Cubics robots for everyone. That's quite a throwback. That's a thing I remember existing, but that's about all I remember about it, is that it existed. I'll take a little bit of extra cash. The money gains for a bit are going to be pretty terrible, but we're also so used now to what we were getting in BN1, so saying that may not be fair. I don't think it's going to be useful for me to like gather up that many shockwave chips, but oops. Uh-oh. Phone call. Glide? What's up? What's going on in Mega Man Legends 2? Uh-oh, what happened? Is she drowning in her bathtub because she's so short? That's terrible. Went to the bath and hasn't come out yet. Yeah, I mean... bad for the skin. Yeah, that's why mine it just like sloths off every once in a while, because I like to take long baths. That and the gas-powered water heater is acting fun. I feel like you should lead with that, Glide, but The water heater alarm is ringing. Yeah. Yeah, we just heard that. Alright. That's it. It's time for the 10-year-old gang to go in there and go deal with things. Oh, I can jack into the doghouse real quick. Hey, I can go find probably a small reward, but an item is an item. Place is real bright, isn't it? Oh, hello, buddy. What are you doing out here so early? Okay, good. I was worried we didn't hit it because I didn't see the explosions. Mache, yeah! Got it without taking a hit. And 7 is good enough for a drop. J-code. I think in this game they have better than 50 damage. Yeah, 90 damage. Okay, I think we use that, kids. Wow, that's real good. I'm so glad that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so fucked up right now. At least I'm laughing about it. Oh, that was way too early. What a waste of a big bullet, and then I walked in that thing's butt. Good job, me. You ever just walk into a butt by accident? Especially one that's covered in spikes. Alright, I think we're done in here. Let's go see if we can do the blackboard, and then we'll move on to the actual story. Because, hey, why not pick up all the other stuff that we can get before then? It's not just because I like watching the Jack-In sequence, although it is pretty good looking. Ooh, a sword L. Is L code the one that's going to get us our life sword, which is finally in this game, and which we're going to lean on pretty heavily early on for a source of damage, especially if we can farm up multiple of them easily. Mostly I just remember that A, there are 3 versions of Life Sword in this game, and B, there's asterisk code versions of every chip in this game, so I always remember just using Life Sword 3 in all asterisk later on. Hey you call the cops? Everything's oh, that guy doesn't seem, you know, weird or anything. Oh, you're not the only one with a bad feeling. Look, we got all these kids over here. I mean, somebody should probably, like, watch the door or something. Oh, that happened. Well, it's been 5 minutes. Let's go point and laugh at Dex. Mail, you need to make sure that nobody tries to sneak in here. And, like, keep the door unlocked. Oh, yeah, the door locked behind us. I think we should, like, call Mail and tell her, hey, go look up this dude on YouTube. Learn how to pick locks real quick. Oh, right, YouTube doesn't exist in this universe. What's that smell? Whoa, that stinks. Holy shit. Gas. Yeah, thank you, Bad Mojo Man. A gas sensor, yeah. So that way we can see how many... That was... That's an animation. Alright, so we downloaded a thing that shows us how... where the gas clouds are. And we get our first real Navi chip that's not a promotional thing. It's Roll. Just like in the past game, she auto-targets, does 60 damage, and heals us. Overall, fairly useful. I am definitely not about to complain. Like, BN2, or BN1 rather, gave us so many things that were so gross and healing was so worthless that Roll was not really handy. Also, I like how there's just a Yai with a mustache in a suit over here. Yai but the penguin. That's pretty great. Oh. I'm glad that gas is there, so that way we don't see what's going on. Oh, and there's Dex. He's dead. Gas-powered water heater. Yeah, let's deal with that. I would say that that's probably a questionable idea, but think about the things that we use for heating here in America. This theme's pretty alright. You might recognize it if you watched my much older streams of when I did Shanghai Genso Network, that it was basically remixed into the extremely similar poison gas dungeon in that game. So, yeah. Funny that. Anyway. Oh, is that a weird... Yeah, that's a weirdly placed hyphenation. And now they're going to demo the dungeon's gimmick here. We've got these gas blasters. If you get hit by the cloud, you get shoved. Oh, noes. It's okay. Thankfully, we can get this item just for free. And of course, it's only 200 zennies, which is not a ton, but hey, we'll take any coins out of that couch cushion that we can get. That 90 damage dash attack is quite nice. Now, you will see that things are a little bit different looking here in terms of the speed that these gas puffs are coming out at. And that's because this is optional and the other thing is mandatory. I guess at least they're showing a little bit of mercy to you for that. Alright, can we get that B-Tank before it moves? Yes. Give me your bombs. Hey! I'll take that. And Recover 10 Asterisk. That is significantly preferable to what we've got in here. I'll use just the two Recover 10s for now. Because I'm feeling a little bit overconfident here in terms of my ability to play this game. So I'm not feeling like I'm going to need healing that much. I'm probably going to regret thinking that, but we'll get there when we get there. Oh, that's so good to watch. Oops. Yeah, you can tell I don't have great timing for the guard. I never used the guard chips when I was younger, I'll be honest with you. I was always just like, yeah, I'm not going to do that, right? And what do you know? Hey, buddy. Well, you see, first of all, you start by turning the handle. And the gas can launch us across pits. Unfortunately, Gutsman is got quite the hardy frame, so I think he might not be able to get pushed by that. Like, you know, when you're just too swole to control, right? I'm just some guy, but okay. Alright, show me the minigame. Or we just hit A. Alright, what's going on out here? His land just yells at the ventilator until it starts. Maybe Yai has, like, a proper smart home type of setup. I mean, these games really did just sort of accidentally predict a lot of network technology. Like, how much of this game is just, oh, hey, IoT devices are absolutely shitting their pants because hackers are able to access them because nobody knows to change the password from admin. Honestly, Dex, I imagine you could just put your fucking foot through the door. I mean, I don't think anybody would be happy with you doing that, but it would work. Oh, hi, Glide. Alright, let's get a look at what we're dealing with here. This is just a timing puzzle, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Nothing special. Ooh, wind boxes. These enemies... they drop a chip that is very important to us for later on. Although we're probably not... Yeah, J-code is not the one that we need. We can get it in asterisk code, but I think that's from a shop specifically. But more importantly, well, more easily and still importantly, we can get it in G-code, which is what we need for the easily the most broken thing in the entire series. Let's show off roll real quick. You know, mostly just to say that I have, and to gain back our 10 HP. See, I think I saw a gap in the gas puffs here. Like a longer pause. And that's giving me vibes of Crystal Man's level in regular Mega Man 5. Where it's just like, hey, we really want you actually to use the Star Crash to get through here. But you're probably not going to think to use your special weapons. So, yeah, have fun with that. Oops. Yeah, the timing on this is a little bit rough. I seem to recall it kind of sucking even when I was a kid, so don't make fun of me too much, I guess. Or do. I can't tell you what to do. We should probably not lean on the guard too much. Ow. A lot of people have been saying that because of how style changes are calculated, when they've been using Buster Max, they have an extremely high chance of getting the shield style, which using guard chips and stuff like that contributes to as well, which should probably not surprise you too much. But, so basically, we probably won't have too hard of a time getting shield style, is what I'm saying. If that's a thing that we decide we want to use, which, to be fair, shield style is pretty okay. It gives you a turn 1 barrier, and I think that in this game you can actually do the back B combo to guard with shield style, which is a pretty nice thing to have. You know, I can't complain about that too much. That's... Alright, we got through. And now, yeah, so this one's just, okay, I see what's going on here. We gotta run up that hill or something. Get it? It's a reference to a song that became popular again last year. Because we've run out of new music for people to like, or something. I'm not complaining, except for the reason why, because... let me tell you. Maybe it's just that television doesn't hook me anymore. Hey, mini energy. That's nice, I think. Because we should be getting pretty near the boss after puzzles like this, right? This isn't a very long dungeon. Terrible hand I had there. Our folder is really, like, turning into alphabet soup early on. We're gonna have to fix that at some point. Ooh, this is some funny business. I don't remember, actually. Collects fans lately. Alright, so if we go look for a fan, I feel like overloading the electrical, yeah, I don't know. Probably hide it out of sight. So how about behind this dog? No, not behind the dog. And I found it in the first cabinet that I could look through. And yeah, I'm just going to go rifle through the rest of her belongings and see if there's anything else hanging out here. And there's this weird head. The portrait has changed. About 3 times cuter than the... How many birds had to go naked to make this feather bed? We can jack into the, we can jack into that ancient phone, apparently, which is kind of neat. Alright. Take out our old paper fan here and wave harder. There we go. And that's when everything's going to come back and we're just going to get absolutely blasted. Oh, Lan, you found it. Oh, yeah, the gas is coming back. Alright, let's go see what we can do about the, Oh, that moved a bunch in the... Huh. Neat. Oh. Hey, look, it's Airman. Who dares try that ho-ho? What? It's just a... It's just a cake thing. He's mad about his little Debbies, I guess. You sure about that? I mean, I guess it's the only thing that makes sense, right? Alright. And this is how we deal with this very simple puzzle. Hey, we got a reg up 1. Unfortunately, 5 MB is not enough to let us do anything more useful. Oh, that's not... No, it's fair. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, we're back to full. That's nice. Don't even have to use any sub-chips. Yay, we can save our 50 HP heals for later. Alright, can we just stand in front of this thing and get a quick blast? Nope. Alright. We shouldn't have to save before this guy because Airman in this game is kind of a chump. Like, even compared to Fireman, he's a bit of a wuss. At least at first. But we'll do it anyway. Just because it's good practice. Oh no, he forgot how to turn the gas off. Oh, is that the generic guy? Huh. How about that? Why would they do this? He's a jerk, that's why. Forget companies, there's a higher purpose. Mm-hmm. You got a grudge? This is interesting because actually, so I did a little bit of looking back into stuff. I haven't seen a whole ton of the Battle Network anime, localized in America as much as it was as Mega Man NT Warrior. But in the anime, this character, Airman's master, who we'll get his name in a bit, he actually kind of does have a grudge against Yai because his company went under because the company that Yai's family owns was just too big for him to compete with. And it sort of indicated that, hey, the rich girl's family very directly led this guy's company to go under. And so that's why he wants to kill her. In this case, it's kind of the opposite. He's just, hey, I'll just gas a child. Or an easy 200 mil. Oh, come on. You can just farm viruses for like 3 hours, dog. Say what you want. Keep sucking gas and die. Wow. What a guy. What an absolute champ. Anyway, this is Airman. He is not an impressive boss. We're going to just start dumping some of our chips to look for fun stuff to do here. Now that attack looks like it's got a pretty fast wind-up. Alright, his air shooter, well, it's basically air shooter from original Mega Man 2. You can't damage the tornadoes, and they make that nice clanking sound. But they're pretty easy to dodge because one of them always moves slow as hell. Meanwhile, his long-range tornado is a little bit harder to dodge because it comes out pretty fast. Oh, also, I'm pretty sure that the hyphen is missing from the text for the battleship names on the... Yeah, look at that. Look at the triple shot that we do with Zeta Cannon when we land a shot. And now he's got the seizure tornadoes. I don't know what this attack is called, but they flicker a lot. And yeah, I kind of walked into one. That's really the greatest threat when you're facing this dude, is you accidentally walk into his attacks. Asterisk, this applies primarily to version 1. Later versions, the attacks get significantly faster, and more importantly, they hit you way harder. But hey, we toasted him. We'll meet again. No, we won't. We have no idea where Mr. Gigantic Wrist Cuffs is. Aside from that time we saw him standing in the bushes earlier. Yeah, she probably didn't have a great time with all that gas. I mean, if it knocked Dex unconscious, I'm surprised she's not dead. And she didn't drown either. That's your concern right now? I mean, I guess she is 8, but, like... What a weird thing to mention. Lan didn't look at anything. He can't... Lan doesn't actually know how to see. He was wearing his headband over his... Yeah, shut up! You're 8 years old. Lan was wearing his headband over his eyes the whole time. Everybody ha-ha-has, and we move over to the train station. Arashi Kazufuki is this guy's name. That surname I don't think is revealed anywhere except for, like, the official art book. Anyway, it's interesting that the head of gospel here is shown... Well, the portrait that they use is just a generic NPC in shadow. Yeah, you don't say. I mean, what do you do next time, buddy? The harshness of gospel. Yeah, okay, buddy. Come on, don't be so overdramatic, says a guy who was just saying keep sucking gas and die, right? Oh, they're the Net Mafia. Oh, no. Everybody look the fuck out. Watch out, we got a badass here. Three seconds until explosion. It's gonna come out of the trash can. What the... Did you not notice this random briefcase there? Oh, that... Boom! He's dead. Apparently he's not dead, but... Like, they just had a briefcase bomb go off in a subway. Some kind of passcode. Yay, we got our password. We can sneak into her PC. We can check out all of her illegally downloaded musics. Hey, a quick 1,000 zenny. That's nice. Let's buy a little bit of HP memory. And a reg up 1. I don't think 6 puts us into a bracket for anything new. Yeah, like everything... Excuse me. Just about everything in this game is mostly in blocks of 4 up to a certain point. And then eventually you start getting stuff like this that's 50 megs for Gate SP, which 50 is the max, so we won't be able to do that until we hit like 100%. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all that's in here, because usually these places only have as many as 2 items. Ooh, we got sorties. So, our sword friends here, first of all, they have a slash range of only 2 panels, as opposed to the 3 panels in BN1. And also, their wide sword is significantly faster of a swing. You might want to try to farm those. If we can actually get them to show up, I guess, is the problem. That was dumb. Yeah, let's try one more time to see if we can get... No, we're just going to get this. Well. Alright, here, give me more chip trader bait. Because that's what's going to happen to all those shockwaves. Appropriately, Yai's PC is going to let us out, like, right by the shop. Not the one in the square, but one of them anyway. Alright, these guys might be a little bit tough to deal with for now, because our options aren't really a ton. Alright. I'm going to fade in. Not bad. Now, thankfully, they both seem to have used the Recover 50 on the single ghost. So, that makes things easier. I think. But yeah, you can see the fights are a little bit harder off the main internet. Kind of like what we had going on in BN1. I think that sort of balances itself out a little better in BN3. But I could be wrong about that. Regardless, let's go talk to this dude and buy his HP memories. Hey, he only had 2. Nice. We don't really need the other chips. So we're good there. I don't think we have a ton to do for the moment, so we may just hop to the next scenario in a second here. We don't really have the money for the next HP memory, and it would take a bit for us to pick that up. So we're going to jack out for now. And we got some other stuff that we can go jack into, so at least there's that going for us. Jack in port is filled with dust. Damn it. Boo! Heck. You bastard, and all that. They don't want to see the train station and what a mess it is. Alright, Dex wants to fight us. It's Guts Man! Da-na! And Guts Man has a habit of making the screen shake, but otherwise he's pretty much the same old Gutsman that we knew in the previous game. Lots of shockwaves. And as susceptible as anything else is to 300 damage straight in the face. Get out of here, Gutsman. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that there is significantly reduced end lag between actions in BN2 compared to BN1. And, like, you're not as sticky when you move. Also, man, I love big old tube televisions. If I had room for it, or I could easily get hold of one, I would love to just have a CRT hanging out in here somewhere. Like, there's room for it now, across from the bed near where my stereo system, where all the stereo components are set up. Near that big tower of stuff. That's right, video games are healthy for your children. Probably not true. I'm not a medical doctor. Hey, we don't have to buy that Recov 30 anymore. Nice. Again, H-code, though, so it's like... If I'm gonna use a Recover, I'd prefer to have that be part of a combo. As like, oh, hey, here's a thing that I can tack onto the end of my hand, or beginning of my hand. Or anything of that matter. Setting that up was pointless. But it was probably better than just sitting there buster spamming the enemies to death the regular way. Probably. Oh, look at how bright and colorful and ridiculous Dex... I almost called him Dex Man. How bright and colorful and ridiculous Dex Man's homepage looks here. Ooh, we got a Guts Punch B. That could be nice. Yeah, 70 damage. I mean, that's not terrible. I don't hate it. I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna hope that we can find, like, a rock cube or something early on. Oh, this guy's got Canodome 2s in his PC. Dex, run your damn antivirus software, you knucklehead. Those things can hurt us significantly more than the regular Canodomes can. Ow. Seven. Unfortunately, no high cannon for us. Grinding those would probably be a little rough. Alright. That's all the security cubes open, and we still don't have enough for another HP memory. So, it's not quite off for home yet, because there's still Mail's stuff to check out. We've checked out her computer already. Nice curtains. No jack import there. Can't use the piano. The jack import on the Servbot doll is broken. So we can jack into Mail's PC. Is that it here? Is there nothing else to... Yeah, I guess not. We can't jack into the piano. We got Mail. Alright, what's going on here? There's been a reported explosion at the Metroline's Marine... Apparently, it was a small bomb causing only minor damage. No injuries have yet been reported. So, apparently, that guy didn't get hurt from that bomb. So, that's strange. I guess that kind of explains why he shows up in the spin-off Battle Chip Challenge. But then again, that's a spin-off. They're not that concerned about continuity. Let's be honest with ourselves here. Homework is not that important. All right. What are we doing? The beach? Camping trip? Camping? Mother Nature. Sounds like a load of shit. That duo poster is pretty sweet, though. Any luck with that cheesecake? Oh, we'll be fine. I like how Lan's mom has a special oven specifically for cheesecake. Took her school books and went off somewhere, huh? Alright, this guy's a pretty intense looking fella. He's got some sub chips available for us, but we are not in the market to afford the unlockers right now, so meh. Yeah, I guess you're right. If no one reports it, then yeah. That's just going to link me to her PC. Yeah. No reason to be here right now. So we have no idea where Mail is. I guess we can go tell the rest of the crew. Hey, train officer man. A trip out to Marine Harbor. Well, I mean, what other kind of harbor is there? Yeah, the camping trip wasn't going to be today, dog, but yeah. He's out here trying to throw hands with us, but he doesn't have his Gutsman upgraded yet. I can't tell if the ub there is a typo or if it's supposed to be like how she speaks. Hey, buddy. Yeah? Well, you should probably be doing that on the net. Aw, Higsby shop being closed. Yeah. Yeah, we've heard about that. Anyone with a B license or higher, so we gotta be licensed to handle bees, I see. Hey, dude. Oh, I'm sure everything will be fine. Going on a trip around the world. Coming back sometime. That's pretty fast. I mean, I don't know how long it's been, but that's a pretty fast trip around the world. Hey, Mail. Homework for Netopian class to do. Yeah, apparently everybody's busy. Welp. Rip us. We'll do it next week. What's up? Attention all Z license holders here. Center is looking for city net battlers, pass the license exam, and become cool. All right. Yeah, we'll hash out the camping trip tomorrow. Yeah, you know, smartphones can be pretty handy. As long as they're not easily backdoored, which, you know, internet technology. Anyway, we're getting on the interwebs here real quick. Because we got something special we can do. Strong looking Navi delete another one. Wasn't any operator. The fight just broke out. Yeah, they're kind of warning us that we can find higher levels of bosses out here in the internets, and this is where, well, if we didn't get into this fight immediately, this would be where one of them spawned. Let's try running away. And you can see it's pretty easy to run from that. But here we go. Here's Airman V2. And Airman V2 is going to be quite a bit harder, you'll find, than the previous version. He hits harder, he moves faster. Look at that. His airburst did like 50 damage to us. That's nothing to sneeze at. I'm going to dump those V-guns in the hopes of actually picking up more swords for more damage. And you'll see that he also, well, first of all, he's just spamming airburst like crazy now. And second of all, the amount of, he's going to do more instances of actually using other attacks while his air shooters are up. Like, yeah, version 2 is surprisingly no joke compared to V1, who was just like, hey, yeah, did you know that bosses have more hit points than viruses? And meanwhile, this dude's like a legit threat. Oh, wow, look at that. That's an attack pattern. For this early in the game, this is not going to be an easy fight, but I'm willing to take it anyway. Actually, you know what? Give me that free S rank. Again, don't really need shockwaves, but we'll take them anyway. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, he moves in for that air burst, like, right away. I don't know what the attack's actually called, by the way. Air burst is a name of an attack that is... actually, air burst is the name that is used for base's multi-shot attack for the first few games. Until later on when it becomes a shooting buster, which is why I've pretty much always been calling it shooting buster the whole time. Because in my mind, that's just what it's called. It's shooting buster. Yeah, he's getting a little mad. He's denying us a relatively large amount of our area. We actually, like, so far had almost gotten away with that with no hits, and then we took 2 in a row. Because, of course, we did. I think there's a fair bit to his pattern other than, like, 2 moves and then an air burst. But I don't know what it is offhand. Regardless, we get his Navi chip. And Airman's Navi chip is pretty decent. I mean, yeah, you can kind of guess from his thing that he's doing the air shooter attack. And 40 damage sounds pretty bad, but if you use it right up close to somebody, it hits significantly harder. So we absolutely are going to be very happy with this thing, and I don't know what to get rid of for it. Oh yeah, I'll put a shotgun, I guess. Lethal Feline. Oh shit, Alan sent me the host. Wow. What is up, gang, from the Alan stream? The Moai crew here. Moai maid. I'm not sure if that's what Fire Drake meant to say, but on the other hand, I actually would absolutely accept that. Enjoying some of your favorite Megamans? I absolutely am. These are some very high quality Mans of Mega. Dex, I can't fight you yet. Being silly. I already fought V1 Gutsman. He was Gutsman. Da-na, etc. Yeah, only the train line to Marine Harbor. Nice little frog wastebasket. Anything else going on here? Yeah, we're allowed to take the train for free. That's handy. At least they're not charging us an arm and a leg. Yeah, Lethal knows about the emote that I still got here. Good old Gutsman's ass. I'm never getting rid of that. Oh, camping trip tomorrow already. Wow, that's fast. On the condition that you're camp leader. Yeah, you can do that, Dex. Dex, man. I mean, yeah, that's certainly a thing I can do. I have been sitting on a bunch of, like, things as, like, visual references to try and draw some of that stuff out, but let me tell you, 90% of the time when I start trying to draw anything, I just immediately am like, well, shit, I don't know how to do art. And then, of course, I don't know what I'm doing with it after that, other than just be like, yeah, hey, I've got this design. Unless I do just, like, take these sketches and put them into the PNG Tube program that I forgot the name of offhand. Yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint. Check out these NPCs. Look at this dude's, like, little mini pompadour he's got going on, and very shiny. Everyone's busting moves are amazing. Do they make you feel good? I see there's a bit of a confusion here. This little area is going to be home to some hidden stuff eventually, and also, I believe, one of the 10-chip traders shows up here. Looks like Mirio from My Hero Academia. I don't know a whole lot about My Hero Academia, so I will absolutely just trust you on that one. Yeah, I mean, admittedly, this kind of looks a little bit like a little memorial, but fair enough. Ooh, it's a man-made island. It's like Plastic Beach. Neat. Oh, get a load of this person. Oh, we'll check out this guy. You're like 10, dude. I don't think you should be saying that. We got the cameraman here. He looks like kind of a goober. And here's Ribita, known as Kiro in Japan, which just means frog, basically, or frog noises. And yeah, you can tell she is a frog-associated. She's a bit of a goofy-looking reporter in some ways. And yeah, take a guess as to what Navi she's operating. Looks kind of silly. Yeah, I'll give you that. It does look a little bit silly, and well, at least this dude. Well, listen, I half understood what you're saying. I don't know My Hero Academia that well. I'm sure it's fine as a series. I just don't know it that well. Listen, I don't keep up with the animes or anything like that anymore. I've been super not good at keeping up with a lot of things at all anymore. I gotta, like, go back and there's a bunch of anime that I need to watch, manga I need to read, sleep I probably need to have a real schedule of. But let's go ahead and let's fight Ribita. She's got Toadman as her Navi of choice here, and we're just going to start out by adding 4. Toadman is not a fun fight on a lot of levels. First of all, he's got a stun attack, and that hammer slap hits you pretty hard. It ain't nice. And then, of course, you've also got to contend with the tadpoles that are coming out of each row like that, just constantly being shot by these lily pads. And, of course, there are even more things that make Toadman kind of irritating. Other than the fact that he stuns you and combos you, and just the fact that... So, let's try getting into a row. Yeah, if you get into the same row as Toadman, he just hops to the other one, which is quite frustrating. So that's why, instead of fighting this like a normal person, we're pretty much just fishing for Gate SP. I mean, if we were going to fight this the regular way, it would just be like a bunch of up and down, you know, boring bullshit like this. Although Z-Cannon 1 may be able to get us a little bit of mileage. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, we get the stun. Unfortunately, it's not like it is in BN3, where it's just guaranteed, pardon me, where all you do is you get like regular stun, no iframes are triggered in BN3 for this. Hey, what's up, buddy? If you had 120 HP, you'd be fucking dead right now, but... so, Airman, yeah. Airman works kind of like the regular, area of effect chips. But also, he spawns the tornadoes in the column in front of you. Oh, geez, sorry, I didn't mean to slap the mic like that. You probably heard that. And it moves forward after that. And as it goes through the enemies, it hits them. If they're on the front row, they take multiple hits. Usually, they'll take up to 3, but it's a bare minimum of 2. Well, We got her passcode, and we got a fair chunk of change. So let's go ahead and jack into the broadcast truck here. Which, I don't know a whole lot about broadcast tech, but I guess that kind of thing makes sense. Okay, so are these guys gonna... Oh, they're gonna be real pains in the butt. Shrimpies. These are gonna be our source of water element shotgun type chips. In BN3, they have a different attack pattern on some level where instead of specifically going to your row to start dropping fireballs on it, they will go up and down the row for a kind of a random amount of time as far as I can tell. And eventually they'll just be like, okay, yeah, now we shoot. Instead, in this case, they are significantly more predictable, but they're also significantly more aggressive. Also, yeah, I think we need to upgrade our folder at some point. And LX Sword E, that's a pretty nice get. How much damage is LX Sword in this game? 100. That's less than it was in BN1, but that's still pretty decent. We just really don't have any E-code chips to make that a highly, synergistic choice. But we'll take it. There's something here to unlock. We could go buy an unlocker. On the other hand, I'm just sitting here like, boy, I would love to have those... I would love to have those HP memories just to, get that level going. Even if I feel like, hey, I don't necessarily need the most HP in the world, it's not a bad idea to have some, that's for sure. Oh yeah, I like how Elect Sword is like a green fire. It's a pretty nice sprite. Obviously, the basic graphic is recycled from Fire Sword and stuff like that, but it looks nice. I think it was a good choice of color palette and stuff. And stuff. That voice is getting a little silly. Anyway, we're going to go pick up an unlocker instead of buying more of these. 4,000 for the next HP memory. To be honest, I'm a little bit more tempted to just be like, okay, I'm going to grab barriers and use those, but, Yeah, pretty much. You had green or yellow. I mean, I guess... Nowadays, you can sort of get away with, like, a bright purple. There's definitely things that have, like, a light purple electric color in stuff nowadays. I mean, it's not super common, but it's a thing that exists. But yeah, definitely at the time, it's green or yellow or nothing. Especially because blue is already claimed by water, because there's the Aqua Sword. And red, well, red just doesn't make any sense. If your electricity is red, you're probably in a scary territory there. Alright, so let's unlock this, and we get a power-up. Nice, that's a good trade. I'll take that any day of the week. Let's grab ourselves a charge upgrade. So, the odds are pretty good that we're going to want to... go mostly with charge, and then attack, and then rapid. What's this guy got in the shop? HP memory. Ooh, more power-ups. Area grab E. E-code. Ooh, 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 ooh. I think our E-code options are kind of shit right now. Oh, right. We did just get our Elect Sword. So, I mean, we'd be giving up the S-code one if we just did a quick trade like that. I guess it's better than the panel grab, actually, and kind of combos with something. So let's pick that up. Oh, we can buy more of these later. I need funding. Boom. Nice. All right, give me your Quake chip. Come on. That's right. I'm like a PC gamer in 1997 or so. All I care about is Quake. Wait. That was a really bad joke by my standards. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but it was a really bad joke even by my standards. Okay, I see they've completed part of the construction to Koto Square. So we'll remember this place for much later. And by much later, I mean large amounts of Zenny later. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Named Chode. Oh, boy. That guy. Oh, it's a coffee server, huh? You gotta be careful using that word in this game. It's a special computer full of coffee information. Oh, nice. What's our reg at? 7. 7 is... 7 could be better. We'll just say that. By the way, yes, I do like the fact that I said at some point, hey, I need to make my chip folder a little bit more consistent and coherent. And I have since just I've since kept making it worse. And it's hilarious. No notes. I'm never stopping. Only 5 damage on the charge shot, though. That's pretty underwhelming. On the other hand, we are going to have a really useful bit of functionality with that charge shot later. Because, of course, once we style change, we can do real damage with it. Some of them, the flamethrower on the fire style is like, on the heat style, pardon me, is like 100 damage at max level. That's pretty good. Hey, buddy. Alright, so where do we, who do we talk to get that going? Oh, well, that makes things quite convenient. No need for glue or anything. Hey, that was months ago, you fool. That's an old story. Yeah, exactly. And here's our intense sub-chip man. Lock enemy. Yeah! Yeah! Unfortunately, not much use for us right now. But good to see those. Yeah, the security system, huh? I am. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, we did some actual stuff. Alright. Hand me the exam card. And it's down here. Ah, yes, here's the jobs board. This is the thing. We'll be doing stuff with this later on. But yeah, a lot more side quests in this game compared to BN1, where we just had 3 that were kind of ad hoc. Meanwhile, here, they're a little bit more bespoke. And they are quite, well, quite numerous and have quite a few interesting rewards. Land, shut up. Mega Man, shut up. Both of you stop mentioning that. Alright, what's up with the emails? It should mingle with the commoners. Jeez, Yai. Relax. Alright, what's the deal, buddy? Problem 1 is a survival battle. Alright, he's going to subject us to 5 in a row of virus fights. And these are probably going to be pretty much dirt simple. Yeah, especially if we draw an Airman and Attack Plus hand. But yeah, these type of survival battles are very common, and some of them are going to get pretty hard eventually. So, although I'm probably going to end up waxing this part significantly, later on, don't be surprised if I struggle. Or if you're playing, you know, don't start assuming that you're a scrub just because you have difficulty with generic enemies. Because some of them can get pretty tough. Not these, though. Alright, 4. And we got more Canodomes. And we got our good friend Airman to help us clean house. And 3 bunnies. This is actually a decently challenging ender here. We're going to do things this way. And we're going to hope that I don't fuck the timing up terribly. Yeah, there we go. Nice. There's our combo. That's what we like to see. Alright, problem 2, test whether you can help people in need. I have info that, quote, a Navi needs help in this den area. Get the Navi and provide assistance. No, I think I got the picture. And he opens the gate for us. That's nice. Good luck. You probably won't need it, but it doesn't hurt to... It doesn't hurt to have it, that's for sure. Hey, buddy. Saw a mean-looking dude, huh? Well, I mean, that's useful information, too. Sorry about the yawn. It happens. Yeah, we need a much better license than we're going to get here in order to be able to get through here. Excellent. Now we go back. Yes. Very nice. Alright. So, I think the guy we're looking for is actually over this way. That was a strange way to do it, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true. Hey, buddy. Oh, this guy just wants to insult us. Okay, so I had the design of this quest backwards, I think? Yeah, because I'm going to assume that the guy that we need to find is actually on the upper floor. Because I remember that's part of it, is that we have to go to the top floor. And then we have to go down to the bottom floor in order to get that other guy and fight him. Nice, there we go. Alright, so... Oh no, we already have a C in there. Never mind. I was going to say, if we had a... If that was going to give us our 5th code, we could have a very rare setup there for an Omega Cannon. Which we would probably never see, but I would have it in there just as like a show-off thing anyway, because... This game, I believe this is the first game... Well, first of all... This is the first Battle Network game that actually saves your program advance memo. And secondly, I think that this is a game where you actually need to complete all of them in order to get 100%. And or unlock hard mode. Oh, that was terribly done. I hit that way too fast because I was expecting the bun virus to not be there. Get that thing out of here. Hey, 60 zenny. That is not much, but we want the money more than we care about how much it is. Yeah, shame about that, isn't it, buddy? God, somebody's like dying in the other room almost. Coughing that hard. Sheesh. Everybody line up. Yeah, there we go. That might be a triple, but we don't have a thing that counts for it. A Tortor. Yeah, I didn't even point out the fact that they're called Metors in this game, even though they were originally called Metools even in the original game. And that's just like a weird, crusty localization. A bad guy stole your walk prog. I appreciate that this guy just has a piece of code that lets him walk. Lets them walk. So I've got a question for you all, and it's going to sound a little bit weird. I think I've probably asked this one before. But how would you respond to somebody using is instead of are if somebody said the singular they, but only for that purpose, and like they, you know, regular grammar any other time? Because whenever I say they are, and, you know, again, singular they, it feels a little bit weird. Because I'm saying are for a singular person, not because of anything else. It's just like, hey, wait a second. That's the part of the grammar question that I think any of us should be asking about. It's not, oh, well, singular there, but that's existed for goddamn ever, basically. They unspoiled the picture. Rattle 'em, boys. Just use 8 when I'm not sure. Fair enough. That's... No one will ever know. Wait, I don't know where I'm going with that joke. With that reference. And this guy just has regular drops for some reason. So, yeah. All we had to do was figure out where we had to go for our quest. And get this key item, and now we just go and give it back to that duder, and we'll be good to go. Well, I screwed that up real bad. At the very least, getting Zapperings is not super hard, I don't think. And besides, we'll get more AoE stuff later on to ease the ease. There we go. Alright. Now, just to accelerate things a little bit. We got the data from Nice, France, and we're gonna save. I think these fights are still pretty easy. Yeah, because it's another 5-round survival. I told you there's a lot of these. Oh, that's a great draw. That just made short work of this encounter. Grab the Asterisk Mini Bomb and the that thing in E, the Elex Sword. There we go. I could use my words properly. Unfortunately, I just don't know how to do that. And drawing a Zeta Cannon in our starting hand, that made things super easy. We're just getting, like, all the good draws here, apparently. I'm actually a little bit more concerned about... Yeah, I was going to say I'm a little bit more concerned about the Canadome than I am about the Bug Tank. They're B-Tanks in this game, pardon me. They get called Bug Tanks later on. There's a variant of them in BN3 that's called Beetles. So, you know, the idea, of course, is always there. Yeah, I was more concerned about the cannon just locking down my middle row a little bit. Or at least severely restricting it. Than I was about the Bug Boy, even though he was hitting me all the time. And at this point, we can just go into the part of the fight that I like to call fishing for my Elex Sword. Because these fights don't care about your busting level. They don't time you. They don't do nothing like that. You don't gotta worry about whether or not you can win friends with Salad. I mean, we can also just draw Airman. That works too. That's an easy way to shred this encounter. Ooh, 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 ooh. This is actually rather spicy. I like it. I actually don't like it, but who's keeping score? Not I. Oh, hey, there's the Elex sword that we wanted last fight. We had a good enough draw that this ended up becoming super easy. Mash that A button. There we go. But yeah, the two hard heads can cause you some pretty serious area denial. You want to get rid of that B tank immediately. What you got for me? Hey! That gets us to 8 reg memory. That's pretty good. It's our mail situation. Chode, what the fuck are you doing emailing us? Go by yourself. Thanks, dude. We didn't invite you. It's okay. Nobody wants to spend time with him anyway. Oh, that's right. It's ZR. Register. How much cash do we got? Not enough to really do much anything. So, we'll jack out. I don't think we can... I don't think there's any job board... Oh, no, there's job board listings for us here. Need help. Yeah, that's a great description, huh? Find a lost girl, a relative of mine, waiting at the school in AC/DC town. All right. Let's do that. We should do these. I want to go check and see upstairs if the chip trader is in or not. Well, Mr. Famous certainly isn't here. Yeah, they didn't sneak the chip trader in while I was busy. That's kind of a shame, actually. I would have loved to start dumping a couple of the A cannons and see if we can get some things that are a little bit nicer. They probably would have actually been worse, come to think of it, but whatever. Oh, hi, Miss Mari. What are you doing out here? Yeah, here she explains the level system. Which, I mean, I guess explaining to us about what power-ups do, but level otherwise is not really super important. Cousin came to... gone off somewhere and you can't find her. I've even gone someplace on the metro line. So, that's pretty much telling you that since the only place we can access on the train right now is going back to Marine Harbor. Which, by the way, the Marine Harbor laboratory, I believe this is the new Scilab. Which is strange, because now it's just in a completely different place. Like, what the hell? Oh, hey. She's watching the weird boy. You'll be back after she... Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we'll go tell her. That's it. Yeah, what do you got for us? Ooh, reg up 1. That's neat. Incremental gains, but we'll take it anyway. If this was a later game, that might actually let us equip something different as our regular chip, but not in this one. Not in this one. Also, we can go in the basement entrance here now. Right, at the cafe. Waiting in the cafe with an ocean view. Explain the job to me in person. There is some danger involved, so your Navi must be strong. I think we'll be good to go with this. If nothing else, I know how to dodge, so I can just fish for Gate SP and elect swords and stuff like that. Hey, dude. Yeah. Ooh, you're sending us on an assassination mission. Wow. We'll be hiding in the net's density. Spreading viruses to programs everywhere. It's nasty, so you'll know it when you see it. That sounds like racism. Well, let's make our way into here. Let's go in through this way, because this should get us to the upstairs shortcut a little easier. Oh, also, we'll get to see Shell Geek. Wow, I done fucked this up real good and proper. Shit! Well, that was incredibly embarrassing. How far back are we? Ah, right here. Boy, of all the ways to die, I got absolutely hammered by that thing's needles. Also, yeah, RNG manipulation in this game is nowhere near as simple as it was in BN1. So our RNG seed is way different here. That can be a bit of a problem in BN1 because a lot of RNG seeds will be very similar if you just restart and do all your inputs again. Meanwhile, you can see things are way not the same here. Just enjoying the clank sounds, that's all. Wow, I'm doing this so badly. I don't have the timing for getting these guys yet. Oh, the one at the top is in guard state. Damn it. Well, maybe we can have a harder time against the hardhead B-Tank combo. And I can be like, hey, yeah, see how much this fight sucks? Ouch. That was probably not the most ideal. Oh, wow, I walked right back into that after the target lock. Oh, that's kind of embarrassing. Almost as much as having to redo these fights at all. This is what happens when you're me and you don't save often enough. Alright, here we go. Here's the suck fight. The fight that sucks. Not what you were thinking. I don't know what you were thinking. Which is... Oh, shit! I thought I dodged the cannonball. I was just like, yeah, whatever, I'll eat the little bomb. I don't give a shit. Turns out I should have gave a shit. Whoops! Yeah, by the way, this draw sucked for me. I couldn't do nothing here. And I've just been dealing with all these patterns wrong, too. To make things even, air quotes, better. God, that 5 damage charge shot is throwing me. Damn it. Okay, well, just don't go down the oh, she went down the middle. Well, I wasn't 100% sure where she was going to target, so you know what? That's my fault. Oops. Let go of the button at the wrong time. Hope you guys enjoyed that clanking sound, because it's going to continue for a bit. Damn it! What was that? Other than really terrible. I'm gonna look something up real quick, and I'm gonna try something, and if I fail it, you know, we get sent back to the beginning of this battle set, and it's kind of no harm, no foul, really. Where's my encode list? Here we go. Oh no, this one doesn't have a rocket punch. Never mind. Not for Guts Punch. I was like, oh hey, I'm gonna be slick and I'm gonna do the Guts Rocket Punch. But there's no slickness to be had here today. Shit! That was some terrible timing. I jumped the gun too much and I walked right back into the targeting reticle. Alright, Airman, do your thing. Oh, didn't quite do his thing enough. I don't remember if the target that takes the 3 hits is always the one at the bottom of the column, or if it's variable, but yeah, a little unfortunate, to put it nicely. I can't believe I'm struggling with this. Wow, it's like I haven't played these games in a very long time, actually. Damn it. They enter guard state too fast for guard to actually be a useful countermeasure against them. There's something about that bothers me on several levels. Alright. Battle 3. We could stop embarrassing ourselves with the easy stuff. That'd be great. Yes! Oh, that was a great guard. Okay, can we get a good draw here? That would help me out a lot. Yes, 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 yes. This is it. This is when we've been getting all the nice draws. So I'm actually able to, like, do stuff. And not completely suck. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This fight. Now I just need the game to not screw me over too badly here. And now we're back to the kind of hands that I usually get here. Oops. I actually don't really need either of those. Oh, I'm in a bad place. Oh, I'm in a bad place. I'm in an even worse place because I can't seem to remember to fucking dodge anymore. Alright, area grab. Heck. Dodge too early. These things doing 500. That would be absolutely disgusting. No, 50 damage right now is kind of a lot. Logs. It spelled a word. James, that, you know. Alright, come on. Do your thing. Obviously, yeah, like, all this shit would be so over if I was using the gospel chips, but I did say I wasn't going to do that, because come on. I can do more fun things than that, I'm sure. Okay. 3 Canodomes. I almost said 4. In fact, I did say 4 is the problem. Right, now remember, we don't really have to do multi-deletes in this. We're just being tested on if we can survive. Which, admittedly, we're doing a damn good job trying to prove that we can't. Alright, you. Here come the hard heads. Perfect. This is the draw that we had the time that we actually won this. So, yeah, that's good. We don't really want to push our team style points too much because I'm sorry. I'll talk about style change and point stuff later when it actually kind of matters. Alright, yeah, and that's just Chode telling us to go camping by ourselves. Which, now that I say it that way, sounds like something inappropriate, but... Alright, so we're gonna take this job first, and we're gonna make sure that we save outside of the bus when we do this. Bus, recording truck, whatever. By outside, I mean inside, but yeah. Alright, here we go. We got our Shell Geek again here. Alright, can you give me the twin arrows? Or twin needle or whatever it is? Double needle, yeah. What kind of damage do we get out of that thing? 50 per hit. That's sizable. But I'm also looking at that J code like... you know. Let's try doing this. Okay, yeah, he still does done the whole column. And it is clearly just the one target at the bottom. I like how I landed right back on the shockwave. Oh, we could probably build an FU code folder in this game, because... yeah, there are actually... so, in BN1... I didn't actually say this, but in BN1... your chip codes went from A to T, except for Woodman, who is in W code, which really is just the FU code, because it's like, hey, yeah... enjoy literally not being able to combo this with anything except for Woodman. I don't know why they did that. They should have put him in, like, D or something. Or L for Lumber? I don't know. Regardless of that, however... in this game, there are chips in all codes all the way up to... Z. Z code is not particularly common, but it does exist. X code is the one that's like super rare. As you saw from before, the gospel chips are in X code, and that's about it. But of course, you don't really need much of anything else if you have that. So all 26 letters plus asterisks. So... you know, we could make a a chip folder that's just in fuck codes or something if we wanted. Also, I thought that the nasty boy was over here, and I was wrong. Oh, also, I probably should register one of my area grabs. Also, yeah, that's what the Guts Punch looks like. We didn't use Guts Punch last game, but it looks like that. A program advance of XXX code. In fact, there actually is one, so... You know, now that you make that joke, right? Let's go pull up our PA memo here real quick. Yeah, the infamous Darkness/Dark Messiah PA code, which is base V3, anti-navi, and one of the gospel chips, all in Xcode. Anti-navi being completely worthless to us in single player, but except for that. And it's 3,000 damage or something to the entire enemy area. So yes, you can kind of tell that BN2 PvP is kind of ass. I'll just say that. Like, BN2 PvP is 100% just fishing for stuff like Dark Messiah or Gate Magic or any of the other hilariously game-breaking bullshit in the game, of which there is quite a bit. Anywho, I'm gonna go figure out where the guy that we're supposed to murk is supposed to be, but, yeah. Oh, yeah, the message boards are open, so there's some stuff that we can find here. Yeah, that guy basically tells us that, hey, we're gonna have to post in the forums at some point. We're gonna have to engage in some posting. Oh, is this the dude? Like, literally right outside the square? Ooh, you've got an interesting lineup. We've got the Metfire. I don't 100% know what that name is supposed to be shortened to. Meteor Fire? Metropolitan Fire? Anyway, yeah, he's a fucking wizard, and when it drops down into that form, meteors start raining down on your area, and that's not exactly a great time. Big, fiery rocks. And they do pretty good damage, but of course we also have to contend with the dashy birds here, who are giving us a little bit of trouble. So yeah, that guy wasn't whistling Dixie when he said this is kind of tough. We got dropped all the way to 10 HP, but thankfully, one of those guys has an HP max as a drop reward for us getting annihilated. So, you know what? I hope that reward is worth it. It's probably going to be something kind of minor, but that was a little bit hairy. I'm not going to lie. He gave us an HP memory. That's pretty good. I mean, I'll take it. That's worth a couple grand, usually. Alright, so let's go and finish the other job, and yeah. And this is really just a simple, hey, yeah, go rewrite the train. Oh, right. Don't go look at the job board, knucklehead. I already forgot what I was doing. Amazing. Hooray! Nice and simple. Alright, I guess it's time for us to hit the hay. Yep. Can't use that thing. Oh, hey, look, it's Chode's Navi. Huh. Yeah, that's right. Use your moderator powers to make sure that nobody knows that they're gonna blow up the dam. Oh, wait. Spoiler alert. Secret file. And Lan doesn't remember a whole lot of anything. Watch out for flooding. Duly noted. Alright, what's in the mail? Listen good, runt. Well, you guys can go without me. The rain doesn't sound great. Alright, can we sneak past everybody and get on the train? No, we can't. Well, alright then. We'll handle that next time. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll save by them. Although I'm probably gonna do some stuff off camera to pick up some extra shit.